does it matter?
Anything really matter?
What does it matter? I mean, it matters
Well,
a
it
lot.
does matter.
What's the
It
matter?
matters.
Well, it does matter.
Does it matter to you? Does it matter to you? Does it matter to you?
I mean, what does it matter?
And that matters a lot.
What does it matter?
What's the matter? Does it matter to you?
It matters to me.
Hi, and welcome to Tallahassee Matters. I'm Tamara Smith. On today's show, we're going to do some exploring around Tallahassee. Later, we'll visit a beautiful new bridge and boardwalk. Then we'll visit a special part of Cascades Park called Discovery. Right now, we're going for a walk down a part of Centerville Road where few people have walked before. That's before a new sidewalk was installed. Let's take a look.
You guys get to be kind of the inaugural walkers on this sidewalk. You get to be one of the first ones on there, so you'll always have a connection with it.
I came out today to walk on the new sidewalk. Today is chilly, but once you get walking, you get warm, and you get happy, and you get to talking with people, and you're not thinking about the chill, you're thinking about the fun and the exercise.
Hi.
Excited?
Yes, we're very excited. We have a beautiful new road.
I try to walk 5 miles, but it depends if I'm doing a wood walking or a city walk. The sidewalk is grand. It's good for people to be able to have, especially along Centerville. It's a scenic route anyway, so I would love to use a sidewalk.
I'm Mark O'Brien. I'm with Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. One of our visions is to help lead our community to be the healthiest in the nation. And with that, of course, there's a fitness component. Recognizing that we need to learn as we teach, we've developed a strong wellness component at TMH. We love programs like this, putting sidewalks in, because it makes it so much easier for people to exercise in a way that's enjoyable and a way for us to take in the scenery of our beautiful city, and this is another great venue and opportunity for that. And at the end of the day, we are in the healthcare business, not just the healthcare provision business, but we want people to be healthy. And the best healthcare is when you don't need health services at all.
Just want to thank everybody for braving the cold and coming out. I know we're getting antsy, we're getting cold, we're ready to warm up. Thank you again. I'd like to recognize the city manager, Anita Favors-Thompson, for coming out. We are very excited and glad to have you here and show off our brand new sidewalk. And I'd like to introduce Commissioner Scott Maddox, who's going to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Allison. Thank you for coming out. We're celebrating phase 1 that goes from here to Goodwood. We took special care in building this because of the Canopy Road. You know, these Canopy Roads have been around a long time, since before Florida was a state, and we were able to blend a little urbanism in with them by using a meandering route, varying widths, and boardwalks that you'll see along the way to keep the trees healthy. I want to thank John Desilets and the Public Works staff. He's a program manager, for building the sidewalk. We appreciate it very much, and everybody, we hope you have a great walk. With my partner, it's hard to keep up with Bob.
I'll be very brief. Again, I want to thank you for coming out. I see several people with our MOVE shirts on, and some folks that don't have them on that should have them on because they walk with us all the time. I would invite you to join us on our walks. It's just a great way to get out and meet people and see parts of our city, and it's healthy and it's good for you. So join us and let's just have some fun.
All right. All right, we ready to walk?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Lead on.
I watched it being built out here every day, driving by. It's great to be able to walk on it. And, from the hospital, I'll be walking each day. like the width of the sidewalks. They're very wide and there's room for passing.
This I love, simply because it's about our safety. Being careful. You could have neat little, what, maybe a 5K on this? You could start up by Camp Circle and just keep going. That's what we'll do next.
This is awesome. I mean, the street is great, and I think that the sidewalk, it does give you enough room. I've got 3 dogs. It also helps people enjoy the outdoors. I'm very active. I run half marathons, and I love to take my dogs out for walks.
All right.
I love sidewalks. I live fairly close to here, so I've been watching it go up. And I'm on the Canopy Road Commission, so we're really pleased how they took such good care to protect the trees, because this is such a beautiful spot.
How was it?
It was great. 8 weeks after hip replacement surgery, and I did it.
I'm retired, and my daughter works up here in town, and she called and said, "Mom, you want to walk with us? It's a citywide occasion to get people out to move more." And it was a chance for me to spend quality time with my daughter, whom I rarely see.
Beautiful little path going down Centerville Road, and I enjoyed it. We enjoyed doing it.
It was a great walk. Neither one of us thought we could do it. We can. Get out there, people, do it. Walk, try. You'll feel so much better.
Move Tallahassee is an effort to get people off the couch and get them exercising and moving about. But you know, they need a place to do that. And that's what this sidewalk project is all about. It unlocks these neighborhoods, allows connectivity to the Benton, Trescott area, as well as Blairstone, and there's several parks along that way.
Well, the sidewalk is a project just under a mile long. The construction took approximately 6 months. In the construction, there were quite a few features that really caused a longer construction time than an ordinary sidewalk would. The major features that we don't ordinarily encounter on a sidewalk that we did encounter here was necessity of constructing boardwalks in order to avoid a lot of the routes. Turn down sidewalks because of the difference in elevation. We had to create like a retaining wall on one side of the sidewalk to prevent a lot of the grading issues that we would have run into. I think it's better than your normal sidewalk because you're really traversing in nature. It's not like walking downtown where it's just concrete. Here you get out not only along the trees, but the sidewalk meanders into the trees. It gives you the feeling that you're out in the country.
Does it matter to you?
It matters to me.
I am here to save lives.
What happened?
He came from out of nowhere.
When people need help, I respond.
During a crisis, I remain calm.
She's got a head injury.
I am a 911 dispatcher, and you can be one too.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
The Consolidated Dispatch Agency has openings for public safety communications operators. Dispatchers earn nearly $30,000 a year with benefits, receive on-the-job training, and have a flexible schedule. If you want to save lives, visit talgov.com and apply today.
Over 550 children in Tallahassee are missing the simple joys of being a kid.
I miss having my own bed. I miss having our own house.
Join the Change for Change program by simply adding a monthly contribution to your city utility account. For the cost of just a gallon of milk, you can help all our kids enjoy the simple, extraordinary things about just being a kid.
Does it matter to you?
It matters to me.
Welcome back to Tallahassee Matters. I'm Tamara Smith. We're here at the beautiful Cascades Park, and it's got a little something for everyone. Historical monuments, fitness trails, and even an amphitheater. that there's a special point of pride called the Discovery Playscape, and it's just for kids. Let's see what all the excitement's about.
This is not just your everyday playground. This is much more. It is a unique natural playscape, and that's one of the things that made us so passionate about this, is that there is not a space of this kind anywhere else in North Florida. What's unique about it is everything is made out of natural elements, but there are also specific things that were designed to get kids to think critically, to get kids to use their creativity, and also to explore their different senses and take advantage of their imagination. And what we have today is a VIP preview. Couch. I'm a KCCI Community Catalyst, and I've also had the honor of leading this volunteer project along with Bernice Cox, who has served as co-chair. And thank you guys for all being here today to make Discovery at Cascades Park possible. This truly is a public-private partnership, a project that was by the community and is for the community. A project of this scope is far-reaching. There were more than 30 business partners who came on board, from First Commerce to TMH to Hopping Green and Sam's to Full Press Apparel to Genesis Group to Mike Bettinger Welding, who did the beautiful gateway. Each business's contributions were essential to making the project possible.
We are always looking for meaningful ways to give back to this incredible place that we all call home. Of the many ways we are involved in the projects we have supported for more than 70 years, this is one of which we are most proud. This is what a successful public-private partnership looks like. We are proud that First Commerce could help lead the way in bringing Discovery to life, and we are so excited to share it with you today.
Come over here, this right here, okay? Here.
All right, welcome to Discovery. Yay!
All right, guys, you're gonna follow Sammy.
How Discovery came to be is a great question, and we had researched to find out from the community what they wanted to see in Cascades Park. And one of the things that wasn't planned was a play area for children, or a playground for children. And we found that that was a need. Blueprint 2000, Wayne Tedder introduced us to Megan Mick from the ground up, who designed this natural playscape for children called Discovery.
I was excited to design this space right in the heart of Tallahassee. I know that Cascades is going to be the center point and such a great gathering space for people. I really am excited to do a playground for a public area where kids from everywhere can use it and enjoy it. I have my master's in landscape architecture from North Carolina State, and there we studied how well children learn in nature. So that's partly what I try to incorporate in my spaces. We want to establish a connection with nature while the children can play and interact and learn.
Our KCCI team, which is the Cultivate Cascades team, once we had the plans and the concept from Megan Mick, we went forward to city and county commissioners and said, we'd like to see this space become possible in Cascades Park. And they said, all right, if you can fund it, we will build it.
We're the presenting sponsor for Discovery at Cascades, and we were approached several years ago during the recession because they really saw the need to add a family-friendly element to Cascades, but they did not have a partner, a financial partner, to make that happen. And it was perfect for us at that time because we really wanted to make a statement about our belief in our community. It was real important for KCCI when they were able to bring on a presenting sponsor. They could go out to the city and the county and secure the authorization to move forward with the project. It allowed them to approach the other partners with confidence that the park this park, Discovery, could actually come to life.
All right, ready? Go ahead.
One of the reasons behind Discovery was to get kids outside to play. What we found when we went into the schools in Leon County is that a lot of the children don't really go outside and play that often. They don't get outdoors. They stay inside and play on their iPad or their computer or their games, etc. This was a real initiative to get them outdoors and to train them as young children to love being outside and to use their imagination outside and to exercise outside.
One of our key features in Discovery is the cypress climb, which is right behind me. And these are actually pieces of cypress that were recovered from the dead lakes in Weehawken. They float to the top and they are taken out and refinished and the beautiful colors brought out in them. We also have a stump jump, which is recycled utility poles that the kids can hop from one to the other.
There you go.
There are a variety of different features in Discovery, from the TMH2O water feature, which includes a hand pump and different diverter gates where the children can learn how water comes down, how they can make a pond, how it then flows into different natural garden or sand areas. There's also a slide, an interactive slide where children can choose from 3 different ways to climb to the top of the slide. They can scramble up logs that were donated by the City of Tallahassee Utilities, telephone poles, or they can take great big leaps with steps, or there is a handicap accessible platform that can get children to the top of the slide. And the children here today also have the chance to put their permanent mark in Discovery by placing their handprint in the cement, which will be where a picnic table is placed. So for years to come, we'd love to see that years from now, they bring their children down and show them where they had placed their handprint when this opened.
I think this is going to be a real game changer, particularly for the park, because this is the one place where families can come together and play, and the kids can bring a certain amount of energy into the space and will be able to burn it off on a Saturday afternoon, and then the families can go home for their naps or whatever it might be.
This park is way more interactive than parks when we were children that just had swings and slides and you kind of had to make your own fun. But this one has a lot more to do. I think it's very important that the community gets involved and makes the donations to help fund something that they're going to be able to enjoy. I think it's awesome to have a really combined effort to make something so fun for the community.
Parents, please bring your children out to Discovery. Let them experience all the wonderful playscape areas that we have here, and let them use their imagination to discover Discovery in the outdoors in Tallahassee.
Does it matter to you?
It matters to me.
Here in Tallahassee, we have hundreds of local businesses that offer first-rate products and services. That's why Tallahassee Mayor John Marks is partnering with business leaders to bring you Local Business Saturday every second Saturday of the month. I know that for every dollar I spend at a local business, I'm doing my part to strengthen our local economy and create jobs for our community. So remember, spend smart, get it in Tally.
Imagine a landscape of distinct natural beauty, a place where bees and butterflies move among the blossoms and birds find food and shelter, where plants can thrive on rainfall and native soil and fertilizers and pesticides are almost unheard of. Now, imagine this place is your own Florida home. Visit plantrealflorida.org and learn how to add native plants to your landscape and bring home the beauty of the real Florida.
Does it matter to you?
It matters to me.
Thanks for joining us for Tallahassee Matters. I'm Tamara Smith. We've been exploring some new places today, and our last stop leads us into another Tallahassee park. This is Lafayette Heritage Trail, and it used to split right here. Since the trail passes through a natural area, the city proposed, then built a beautiful boardwalk and bridge to connect it. Let's learn more.
This is a great day in Tallahassee. Before we built this bridge, we had cameras out here and monitored those people that were crossing this railroad track. And it was phenomenal to see the amount of kids that would get their bicycles stuck on the train tracks, trying to pull their bikes across to get over to Piney Z. So it is about safety, but that's not the only thing. It's about economic development. This is now a world-class venue. People are going to be coming from all over the southeastern United States just to see this.
The mayor said he started here 11 years ago, and 15 years ago we got this park, Lafayette Hitters Trail Park, and we put a little mark on the map that said bridge. 15 years ago. This is part of the Greenway Master Plan. It's going to be part of the active transportation system throughout Leon County. This is one of the critical connections that make that system possible.
I'm Sarah Wilson. I'm with the Tallahassee Mountain Bike Association on behalf of the club, and we are really, really excited to be here today. We have a lot of bikers there in the back. I see the helmets back there. And we are all extremely excited to see that ribbon cut. The opening of this bridge showcases something that we have known in the mountain biking community for a very long time, and that is that Tallahassee is one of the premier trail destinations in the Southeast. We have over 70 miles of absolutely beautiful trails, and this links them together. We're linking communities and we're linking neighbors.
All right, it's about that time. I'm going to ask all the dignitaries to walk up along the fence here.
We're going to do a countdown. Is that good? Yeah. Will that work? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
How about that? You're good.
Okay.
Until we meet again, happy trails to you. Keep smiling until
This has been such a pleasure to work on this project. This walkway is more than just a crossing across the CSX Railroad. When we began this project, we originally started with CSX asking for an at-grade crossing, which would be crossing on the same level as cars or on foot, assuming that we would not be able to get the budget to build a bridge. Their answer came back, no, that's not allowable. So we had to seek other alternatives, and that's why we ended up with a bridge over the CSX Railroad. When we began this project in earnest, we had 5 project goals in mind. We wanted to improve public safety and provide a link between the 2 parks. We wanted to provide a greenway link. We wanted to preserve the trees and take advantage of a natural setting. And we wanted to provide wonderful views of the scenic vistas around the lake. And the other thing that we wanted to do was to provide accessibility to all citizens. And we believe that this project accomplished that. The bridge that you see behind me is not exactly the bridge we envisioned when we started this project. We believed that we could do a suspension bridge originally, but unfortunately when we put the project out to bid, we were not able to afford that version of the project. So we were able to work with the contractor, Nature Bridges, to value engineer a solution. When I say value engineering, what I mean is we were able to take the design that we put out to bid and see what we could do to tweak that to bring that project within our budget.
We were contracted by the city of Tallahassee to construct this particular bridge. We had to come in and redesign it a little bit. So we redesigned it, got the intent to what the city wanted. The city wanted a safe, natural crossing across the railroad tracks, and we accommodated them and got the project within budget. General description of this bridge, it's about 800 linear feet of 10-foot wide timber approach. The free-span section is 136 feet of free-span steel structure. It spans the CSX railroad line, and then on the other side is a much higher bridge. It's close to 50 feet in the air, so it's up there in the tree canopies, and it's a more difficult type of structure to build. And it spans 500 feet long, 10 feet wide, with several viewing areas in it that you can stop and get out of the way of traffic and overlook the lake. And then it goes back down on the other side to grade on the south side and intersects with the main footpath that's on the other side. You want to have access to this bridge with people with all kinds of different abilities. So the city asked we not go at a grade higher than 5%. That's basically about 6 inches every 10 feet. The support pilings that hold the bridge in place. That's the most important critical part of this, was to get in here with these large piles and get them driven into the ground. And then you have to come back and then tie them all together in a structure. It looks like a big train trestle. If you've ever seen a large timber train trestle with all the cross bracing and X bracing that are underneath it, that's basically what this bridge is.
We ended up purchasing the bridge in 2 pieces. So this 133-foot bridge came to us in 2 segments. We trucked it down from Tennessee, of all places, and we put it into place with one of the biggest cranes available that could actually travel on the roads.
All 4 bolts are in.
I'm glad to be out here today to be one of the first ones to cross the bridge. The view over the lake is pretty amazing, and the bridge, it's not just something that gets you from point A to point B, but it looks good doing it.
This bridge, it's a wonderful way of seeing birds at eye level. One doesn't have the opportunity in Tallahassee of watching a crow or an osprey or a hawk fly by at eye level. So it gives you a new perspective. It's like being in a hot air balloon.
The bridge is amazing. The mix between the metallic structure and then the wood structure, it marries well with the environment, and it's such a beautiful bridge. As a taxpayer, I do believe it's a good use. I looked at the budget, so there were federal grants along with donations for the blueprint, I believe. So I think such projects that benefits the community and give an enticing invitation to people to just come out and enjoy the outdoors, in my opinion, it's a great investment.
This bridge is a great economic engine for the trails and parks in our community. It's a great connector of 2 great parks. The opportunities of bringing visitors to this park and this bridge will be a great driver and another attraction for our community.
The setting of this bridge is second to none. I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm a local citizen of this area, but the Tallahassee plantation in Lake Lafayette is just a gorgeous view. What made this project special was the cooperation between the city and our company. It was a joint effort. It was unbelievable, the effort the city put out to help us get this project done.
I have worked on many projects for the city, and this is by far my favorite project. I hope all of our citizens get a chance to come out and take a look at the bridge here at Piney Z and at Lafayette Heritage Trail Park. It is truly one of the best destinations in the city of Tallahassee, and we're hoping that many people will bring their friends and family out to visit the bridge.
That's all for this edition of Tallahassee Matters. Make sure you check out some of the new places all around town. For WCOT, I'm Tamara Smith. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.